The moment Emily's car vanished down the driveway, off to what she claimed was a business trip in Chicago, Daniel sprang into motion. He didn't pace the house, wring his hands, or drown in heartbreak. He didn't send angry texts or demand answers she'd only twist into half-truths and gaslight denials. No, Daniel had known for weeks. The sidelong glances at her phone when she thought he wasn't looking. The unexplained late nights at the office. The texts, intimate, suggestive, that he wasn't supposed to see. But he had seen them. Every last one. And instead of confronting her with rage she could deflect, he chose something quieter, sharper, more surgical. He had a plan. First came the finances. Sitting at their kitchen counter, where they once shared morning coffee and idle laughter, Daniel opened his laptop. His fingers hovered over the keyboard, but they didn't tremble. He was calm, focused, logging into their shared accounts. He began transferring nearly every dollar into his personal savings. Not out of spite, not for revenge, but to protect what he had built. What he had earned while she spun her web of deceit and romance with another man. He didn't drain the account completely. He left just enough behind, just enough to make her feel it. A little jab to her carefully manicured illusion. Not enough to leave her stranded, but just enough to ruin her plans. She'd feel the pinch, the discomfort, the sudden realization that she was not in control. Then he moved on to the next step, erasing her from his digital world. He removed her from their shared phone plan, cutting off her access in a single tap. He blocked her number, disconnected her from every social platform, every avenue she could use to explain or justify or manipulate. There would be no texts begging forgiveness. No tearful calls. No guilt-laced attempts to pull him back in. Silence would be his reply, and it would be deafening. The next day, something unexpected brought him a deeper satisfaction than he'd anticipated. His phone buzzed. A familiar number flashed on the screen. Emily's mother. He considered letting it ring, but curiosity won. He answered. Her voice exploded in rage. "You heartless coward," she spat. "Because of you, Emily can't enjoy her trip with a real man." Daniel didn't flinch. Her venom didn't shake him. He let the words hang. Let them settle in the space between them like poison. Then, with a calm that even surprised him, he replied, "If he's such a real man, he can cover her expenses." There was a gasp. Audible. A moment of stunned silence. Then Daniel hung up. No more words needed. A quiet thrill rose in his chest. He'd struck a nerve. And it felt right. For 8 years he had believed in the life they built. The charming home tucked in the Atlanta suburbs. The dual incomes. The shared vacations and inside jokes. To their friends they were the golden couple. Polished, happy, in sync. But behind closed doors, things had started to rot. Emily had grown distant. Her laughter, once warm, turned hollow. Her phone always angled away from him. Her touch became colder. His instincts had whispered something was off, but he buried the thought, until the night her phone lit up beside her in bed. Single message. Just a flicker on the screen. But it was enough. He read it. Then another. And another. Texts dripping with affection. Plans for the Chicago trip. Not a conference. Not a client meeting. A romantic getaway with the man she had chosen to betray him with. In that moment, something inside Daniel snapped. Not in rage, but in clarity. The illusion of their marriage shattered. She had chosen someone else, gambling that he'd never notice, or that if he did, he'd be too broken to respond. But she miscalculated. That night, while she slept beside him with her betrayal nestled on her lips, Daniel plotted his response. Not a scene, not a fight, but a dismantling. Quiet reckoning. And as Emily landed in Chicago, dreaming of a carefree weekend with her lover, reality blindsided her. The hotel clerk's smile faded when her card was declined. Second attempt. Another failure. Confusion turned to panic. Her phone, suddenly lifeless, couldn't connect. No signal. No Daniel. She was stranded. No money, no escape. and the dawning realization that the man she discarded wasn't the fool she thought. The fantasy melted fast. Daniel pictured it all. The tension at dinner. The shifting glances between her and her lover. The rising discomfort as she fumbled for explanations. He imagined the moment the man realized the weekend wasn't just about romance. It was about responsibility. Back home, Emily's mother waged war on his voicemail. Some messages seethed with anger. Others pleaded for understanding. Daniel ignored them all. Her loyalty to Emily made her complicit. And Daniel owed her nothing. For the first time in years, Daniel felt light. No more lies suffocating him. No more pretending not to notice the distance. Emily had wanted everything. His devotion, her affair, the safety of marriage, and the thrill of betrayal. But in reaching for it all, she lost everything. And Daniel, he found clarity, his power. He rebuilt from the rubble, not with bitterness, but with purpose. Every step forward was deliberate. He chose himself, his dignity, his future. In the end, it wasn't just about revenge. It was about reclamation. And as for Emily, she learned a hard, unrelenting truth. You don't betray the one who held you up and expect to walk away unscathed. She'd lost more than money. She'd lost the man who would have walked through fire for her. And the sting of that loss would last long after the thrill of her affair had faded.